Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant bags several awards in Ispat Suraksha Purashkar 2022 from JCSSI. Pre-monsoon main drain desilting gains momentum at SAIL RSP.
Team of blast furnace employees of SAIL RSP awarded for installation of hydraulic operated bypass valve of top recovery turbine. Senior ophthalmologist of Ispat General Hospital of SAIL RSP felicitated for selfless exemplary service.
Leadership and Management Premier Workshop held at RSP for senior officers. Son of RSP employee gets admission in the prestigious IIM Calcutta.
Pre-retirement employee empowerment workshop Roshni held at SAIL RSP. Program on stress management conducted at SAIL RSP.
International Nurses Day celebrated at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. SAIL Hockey Academy of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant bags runners-up trophy in 2nd Hockey India Junior Men Academy National Championship 2022.
Summer Coaching Camp, the annual sporting extravaganza of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant inaugurated, more than 2,000 children participating. CSR initiatives by Odisha Group of Mines of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant sinks 5 tube wells in Taldihi village, distributes 18 sewing machines to women, health checkup of more than 150 persons carried out.
"38 employees of Blast Furnace Department awarded under the Utkarsh scheme of SAIL RSP. School bags presented to newly admitted Class 1 students of Deepika Ispat Shiksha Sadan, the free school of RSP.
Now the news in detail. Employees of Rourkela Steel Plant, a unit of Maharatna Company SAIL, have bagged 6 awards in different categories of Ispat Suraksha Puraskar 2022 given by the Joint Committee on Safety, Health and Environment in the Steel Industry JCSSI at Ranchi. Mr. Manas Ranjan Behra, Senior Technician SMS1, won the first prize, and Mr. Badal Kumar Kar, Senior Operator Pipe Plant, won the second prize in poster making competition. Similarly, first, second and third prizes in essay competition have been won by Mr. Prafulla Kumar Patra, MOMT, Hot Strip Mill, Mr. Prakash Kumar Sahu, MOMT, RMHP, and Mr. Badal Kumar Kar, respectively. Mr. Badal Kumar Kar has also secured second position in calendar making. With this, he has bagged 3 awards in the competitions for this year. In a function held at ED Works Conference Hall on 16th May, Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works RSP, presented the awards to the individuals. Many chief general managers and senior officers of the plant were present on the occasion. Mr. S.C. Mahanti, GM in charge Safety and Fire, coordinated the function. It is noteworthy that JCSSI is a national level bipartite forum of management and trade union representatives from 20 public and private sector steel companies. JCSSI organizes national level competitions with a view to generate and promote safety awareness amongst the employees of the member organizations. The Civil Engineering Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP is geared up to take up necessary proactive measures to prevent flooding within the plant, thus ensuring uninterrupted production of the plant during the monsoon. In the past few weeks, the department has undertaken the mammoth task of desilting of roadside main drain. The different locations where the job has been carried out are Central Store Road near Safety Engineering Department, Main Building, Steel Melting Shop 1 Road near LDBP, the areas in the vicinity of Coal and Chemical Department, Coke Oven Department and Modernization Region. Desilting of the main drain near road behind Material Recovery Department is also going on with the use of JCB. Work is in progress in several other areas to prevent waterlogging and flooding situations.
The innovative and enterprising team of Blast Furnace 5 Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has successfully installed a hydraulic operated bypass valve of top recovery turbine. The low-cost innovative idea has helped in improving the safe working condition and reduce the downtime, thereby improving the production and performance of the unit. Earlier, Blast Furnace 5 had electromechanical shutoff valve for TRT bypass. This valve opens when TRT gets stripped. This bypass valve allows BF gas to flow towards stoves and grid. In case of TRT tripped situation, TRT main bypass shutoff valve opens to allow flow of BF gas. But sometimes this valve takes too much of time to operate because it is operating against the pressure. This delay in opening used to lead to increased back pressure in BF gas circuit, which used to result in opening of bleeder valve. A team of employees from Blast Furnace 5 took up the challenge of installing of hydraulic operated bypass valve of TRT main bypass shutoff valve in-house with the available resources. A pass line was fabricated and erected. Then DN600 butterfly valve was installed. This helped in consistent hot metal production, thereby ensuring safety and bringing about cost savings for the company. In a function organized at the department recently, Mr. B.R. Babu, CGM Blast Furnace, handed over the Utkarsh Award to Mr. Pitambar Satpati, AGM Mechanical, Mr. Benudhara Naik, Senior Manager Electrical, Mr. Alan Jacob John, Manager Mechanical, Mr. Jatindranath Mahanta, Master Technician, Mr. Deepak Kumar Das, Technician, Mr. Susanta Banerjee, Technician, Mr. Navin Kumar Behera, Master Technician, Mr. Uttam Sahu, Technician, Mr. Shushant Kumar Das, Attendant cum Technician, Mr. Kwara Charan Murmu, Master Technician, Mr. Sushant Kumar Swai, Operator. Present on the occasion were sectional representatives and other officials of the department. Mr. Jayant Das, Manager Personnel, coordinated the event in association with the department. Dr. Mrs. Puspa Kumari, Deputy CMO M&HS, Ispat General Hospital, IGH of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, has been conferred with the late Professor Navendu Chaudhary Memorial ACOIN West Bengal State Chapter Oration 2022 Award for her selfless dedicated eye health care service for people of Odisha. The prestigious award was presented by the Association of Community Ophthalmologists of India, that is the ACOIN West Bengal State Chapter, in the 5th annual meeting of ACOIN held at Kolkata Medical College Auditorium on 15 May 2022. She received the award from Dr. B.N.R. Subudhi, Chairman ACOIN. Notably, Dr. Mrs. Puspa Kumari had joined IGH as a specialist ophthalmology in 2007. She was working as an assistant professor at MKCG Medical College, Berhampur before joining SAIL. Dr. Kumari also has the experience of working at different government hospitals from 1990 to 2006. The ophthalmologist is credited with carrying out numerous cataract surgeries under the flagship CSR project Sunaina of RSP, which provides free surgical intervention to the peripheral populace. Her efforts have also helped in further improving quality of care of the patients. The lady doctor bestowed with the prestigious honor had also contributed immensely in the inoculation drive in the difficult pandemic period. It is noteworthy that Dr. Mrs. Kumari holds a post-graduation degree in ophthalmology from MKCG Medical College, Berhampur.
A 3-day leadership and management premier workshop concluded at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 13th May 2022. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, and Mr. P.K. Satpathy ED, PNA, with additional charge of ED projects, were present in the concluding function along with the guest faculty members, viz. Dr. Soeb Ahmed, former Director SAIL and CMD of Impetuous Exim Private Limited, and Mr. Vivek M. Albuquerque, CEO and co-founder of Lewis Allen International in India. Mr. C.R. Mahapatra, CGM in charge, MM and Marketing, Dr. B.K. Hota, CMO in charge, MNHS, Mr. A.K. Behuria, CGM in charge, FNA, Ms. Rajashri Banerjee, CGM HRD, and other senior officials of RSP. The executives at the CGM and GM level took part in the program. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Suryavanshi thanked the faculty members for dealing with the important aspects of leadership and management required for taking the plant to greater heights. Highlighting the importance of the program, ED Works urged all to work upon the different components of the workshop for making RSP a better place to work with enhanced performance and productivity. Mr. Satpathy stressed on making the best use of the learning acquired in the session for improving the systems and process relationship and ownership for better business and commercial prospects. The main objective of the 3-day session was to address the key aspects of management leadership conundrum in terms of articulation and subsequent application in the workplace. It aimed at improving the skills in system thinking and developing management leadership skills, relationships, process improvement, personal accountability, delegation, motivation, attitude and control. The subjects covered were 5-way management system, developing relationship and universals of Allen management system. At the end of the program, Mr. Suryavanshi presented certificates to all the participants. The team that was declared as the winner was also awarded. At the outset, Mr. K.K. Jaiswal, AGM HRD, welcomed the gathering and Ms. Rajashri Banerjee proposed a formal vote of thanks. Mr. Satyajit Mohanty, son of Mrs. Sasmita Mohanty and Mr. Upendra Kumar Mohanty, Master Operative Blast Furnaces Operations, Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, has brought laurels to the Steel City by securing admission in the prestigious Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. Mr. Satyajit Mohanty will be pursuing its flagship 2-year MBA program. He secured a stellar 99.73 percentile in CAT 2021 examination while simultaneously working at a multinational firm Deloitte for the past 18 months. Notably, he has also been offered admission at various other prestigious business schools such as FMS Delhi, IIM Shillong, IIT Bombay, NITIE Mumbai, etc. after successfully attending multiple interviews in the reputed institutes. Mr. Satyajit is a proud alumnus of Ispat English Medium School, Sector 20 of SAIL RSP, and he is known for his academic brilliance. He has bagged numerous awards and accolades in his successful career. It is worth mentioning that he has graduated with a first-class BTech degree in Electrical Engineering from Odisha University of Technology and Research.
A pre-retirement employee empowerment workshop, Roshni, was held at HRD Center of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant on 10th May 2022. Dr. P.K. Sahu, GM Personnel, presided over the inaugural session. In all, 65 employees, including executives, are superannuating in the month of May 2022. The sessions covered topics such as final settlement dues and financial security planning, procedure for smooth final settlement and SAIL Mediclaim scheme, mindset for smooth transition to a new phase of life after retirement, ensuring good health, well-being of body and mind, and safe uses of IT to facilitate smooth and stress-free transition from active employed life to post-retirement life. The sessions were taken by executives from different departments, namely Mr. V.S. Sahota, DGM SP2, Mr. Pappu Kumar, AGM F&A, Mr. N.C. Das, Senior Manager F&A, Mr. V.P. Arya, AGM C&IT, Mr. Rajiv Mukherjee, Manager Personnel, Mr. H.K. Sahu, Assistant Manager TS, and Dr. S. Kumar, Senior Divisional Medical Officer OHSC. At the outset, Mr. Rajiv Mukherjee welcomed the gathering, while Mr. K. Panda, Labour Inspector, proposed a formal vote of thanks. The workshop was coordinated by Welfare Department team of RSP. A program on stress management was conducted at HRD Center of Rourkela Steel Plant recently. In all, 13 employees from Fire Services, Repair Shop Electrical, Blast Furnaces, Plate Mill, Captive Power Plant 1, Shops S&F, Refractories and Civil Engineering took part in the program. The session included inputs on the concept of stress, its impact in daily life, emotional intelligence, personality transformation through Sahaja Yoga, managing the stress-related diseases, and meditation as the best de-stressing techniques. Practical session was also held on meditation using chakras and nadis. The sessions were conducted by Mr. R.K. Pradhan, Corporate Trainer, Mr. B. Nahak, Senior Manager CP2, Mr. V.S. Sahota, DGM SP2, Dr. Tarunaditya Mishra, Additional CMO OHSC, and Mr. N. Sahu, Senior Manager SMS 1. The program was coordinated by Mr. P.K. Raut, AGM CPTI, and Mr. S.K. Naik, Senior Instructor CPTI.
International Nurses Day was celebrated at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant with zeal and zest on 12th May 2022. Programs were organized at different locations for the nursing staff of Ispat General Hospital and students of Nursing Training Institute of RSP. The theme for this year's Nurses Day was Nurses, a Voice to Lead, Invest in Nursing and Respect Right to Secure Global Health. Mr. A.K. Kundu, Executive Director Mines, graced the function as chief guest that was organized at Civic Center by NTI. Other distinguished guests present on the occasion were Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, Executive Director Works, Dr. B.K. Hota, CMO in charge MNHS, Mrs. Harshala Suryavanshi and Mrs. Hiranmai Satpati, both Vice Presidents of Deepika Mahila Sangati. Several senior officers and doctors of RSP also attended the program. The program commenced with the dignitaries lighting the ceremonial lamp and paying floral tributes to Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Mr. Kundu commended the selfless service of students of Nursing Training Institute of RSP and the IGH nursing staff during COVID-19 pandemic and attributed this as a true tribute to the lady with the lamp who paved way for the modern nursing profession. Mr. Kundu also urged all to carry forward the ideals and values espoused by Florence Nightingale to provide the patients service with a smile. Dr. B.K. Hota highlighted the importance of nursing stream in the healthcare system of modern medicine and encouraged the students to internalize the essence of service to spread peace and joy. Dr. Mrs. Sonia Joshi, Additional CMO MNHS and in charge NTI, welcomed the gathering, while Mrs. Bidyut Prabha Goat, Principal NTI, presented the annual report of the institute. Mrs. Jyotirmai Padi, Sister Tutor NTI, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Mrs. Lucy Anima Tirki and Mrs. Rashmi Soreng, the Sisters Tutors of NTI, were the Masters of Ceremony. The dignitaries also distributed awards to the students for academic achievements as well as extracurricular activities. Mrs. Shipra Rani Das, third-year student, was presented with the prestigious Mrs. Miriam Varghese Memorial Trophy in the memory of the first principal of NTI for all-round excellence. Ms. Titi Tapa Parida, third-year student NTI, received the Championship Trophy of the Year. The program was followed by mesmerizing cultural performance by the students, which enthralled the audience. It is worth mentioning here that the Nurses Training Institute was set up by RSP at the Ispat General Hospital in 1963. Since then, it has produced more than 1,665 trained nurses who are today working in hospitals spread throughout the world successfully, thereby bringing glory to their alma mater. Another function was organized by the Trained Nurses Association of India IGH Rourkela branch at Ispat Postgraduate Institute and Super Speciality Hospital Auditorium. Dr. B.K. Hota was the chief guest, while Dr. Mrs. Pratibha Behera, additional CMO MNHS, and nursing administrator was the guest of honor. Other dignitaries present were Dr. Mrs. Pushpa Kumari, Deputy CMO MNHS, and Nursing Administrator Mrs. Meera Pati, President TNA, Mrs. Anita Ray, Secretary TNA, and Mrs. Amiya Gokhura, Matron MNHS. Senior officials of RSP, senior doctors, nurses and staff also attended the program. The event commenced with lamp lighting and paying of floral tributes to the portrait of Florence Nightingale and concluded with cultural program including a fashion show put up by the nurses of IGH. SAIL Hockey Academy SHA of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant bagged the runners-up trophy in the second Hockey India Junior Men Academy National Championship 2022 held at the Naval Tata Hockey Academy, Jamshedpur from 20th April to 1st May 2022. In the exciting final match, the SHA team lost to Naval Tata Hockey Academy 4-1 in the tiebreaker. Their champion was decided in the shootout after the full time ended with scores level at 2-2. Notably, a total of 31 teams from different parts of the country participated in the tournament. The SHA team convincingly won all its league matches to enter the quarterfinal. The team beat Markandeshwar Hockey Academy 7-2 in the quarterfinal and Army Boys Company Bengaluru 3-2 in the semi-final to reach the finals. Kerobin Lakra from SHA won the top goal scorer trophy, scoring 19 goals in the tournament.
The 34th Summer Coaching Camp, the annual sporting extravaganza of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, was inaugurated at Ispat Stadium by Mr. P.K. Satpathy, ED P&A, on 12th May. He hoisted the sports flag and declared the camp open. Present on the occasion were Mr. P.K. Das, GM in charge, TS, Mr. B.K. Rao, GM, PH and SW, and other officials of RSP. Mr. Satpathy commended the efforts of Sports Department in organizing such programs for the meaningful engagement of students in the summer vacation as well as grooming the budding talents. He appreciated the interest of parents and guardians in enrolling their children for such summer coaching camps. Later, the chief guest and other dignitaries were introduced to the officials and the participants of the camp. Earlier, Mr. B.K. Raut delivered the welcome address. Mr. Raghunandan Padhi, Assistant Manager Sports, proposed a formal vote of thanks. The inaugural ceremony was coordinated by Mr. Anil Malik, Senior Technician CRM. More than 2,000 participants registered will learn the nuances in 14 disciplines of sports, namely athletics, badminton, basketball, boxing, chess, cricket, cycling, football, hockey, kabaddi, table tennis, volleyball, weightlifting and powerlifting, bodybuilding and yoga. Expert coaches in various disciplines are imparting the training. The multi-location camp is being organized at the Biju Patnaik Hockey Stadium, Ispat Basketball Complex, Ispat Indoor Stadium and the Chess Hall of Ispat Stadium. The camp is slated to conclude on 25th May. The summer coaching camp that started in the year 1986 with limited participation in different disciplines has grown in both size and stature. It has produced numerous sports persons of national and international repute in the past and is continuing to bring to the limelight many budding sports stars. As a part of its CSR initiatives, Barsua Iron Mines and Taldihi Iron Mines under Odisha Group of Mines of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant have dug 5 tube wells in Taldihi village. It is worth mentioning here that earlier 14 tube wells have been dug in the village by the mines. Besides, sewing machines have been presented to 18 women so as to enhance their income generation opportunities. In a meeting organized at Taldihi village on 6th May, Mr. P.K. Rath, CGM, BIM and TIM handed over the tube wells to the villagers and also distributed the sewing machines. Mr. Tilak Patnaik, GM Mechanical, Mr. P.C. Borua, GM Mines, Mr. S.U. Lashkar, GM Electrical, Mr. J.P. Mishra, DGM P&A, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, DGM F&A, Mr. H.K. Dev, DGM MM, Mr. B. Datta, AGM Civil, and Mr. A.R. Raut, CSR Officer, and other officials of BIM, TIM were also present in the meeting that was attended by more than 500 villagers. Further, a medical camp was also organized by BIM hospital team in the village in which more than 150 persons got their health checkup done. During the interactions, the villagers' representatives spelt out the various other expectations of the villagers and thanked the team of BIM, TIM for the steps taken for overall development of the village.
38 employees of Blast Furnace Department engaged in 5 different projects were awarded for their exemplary performance under Utkarsh scheme of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. In a function organized in the department on 10th April, Mr. B.R. Babu, CGM Blast Furnace, handed over the awards. Present on the occasion were sectional representatives, unit personnel representative, and other senior officers and employees of the department. The awards came as a recognition of the job undertaken by the groups such as installation of bypass valve of TRT line of Blast Furnace 5, repair of TLC number 6 motor, repair of 5-ton magnet for PCM of Blast Furnace 1 and 4, reconditioning of dedusting ID fan of Blast Furnace 1 and reconditioning and repair of belt charging system relief valve of Blast Furnace 5. All these initiatives have helped in enhancing equipment availability, increasing production and substantial savings for the company. The program was coordinated by Mr. Jayant Dash, Manager, Personnel. In a function organized at Deepika Ispat Shiksha Sadan, Sector 18, a free school of Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, on 10th April 2022, school bags including study material like books, notebooks, pencil, eraser were presented to the Class 1 students. It is worth mentioning here that Deepika Mahila Sangati, a leading philanthropic organization of the Steel City, is managing the school. Mrs. Harshala Suryavanshi and Mrs. Hiranmai Satpati, both Vice Presidents of Deepika Mahila Sangati, presided over the function. Present on the occasion were Ms. Namita Mahapatra, Secretary, DMS, other governing body members of DMS, Mr. S.K. Mishra, Administrator DISS, Mr. S. Samal, Headmaster DISS, and teachers. The dignitaries distributed school bags to the newly admitted students of Class 1. Bags will be given to the rest of the students of the school in phased manner. It may be mentioned here that at present 675 students are enrolled in Deepika Ispat Shiksha Sadan studying in classes 1 to 10. Every year the students get the entire set of study materials, accessories and uniforms including shoes, school bags for free. Nutritious midday meal is also being provided to them through the Akshay Patra project of RSP. That's all for today's news bulletin. Namaskar.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.